So, how do we start?
For the beginning,
the design of the interior experience of Bleu was quite challenging. We had to find the right balance between the DNA of Bleu, which is the French GT car heritage and aerospace, and also the contemporary experience offered by modern technologies for the pleasure of driving and the leisure of autonomous cars.
when we take a look at modern transportation, we see more than just cars. It is not only about driving or being driven. Autonomous driving, electric mobility, artificial intelligence, those are the topics of the future. A future we want to shape with our bleu AX polymorph concept.
Following the hybrid approach of having an autonomous and manual driving mode, we started to explore our ideas. Swim dashboards are one of many tools which helped us to share our thoughts and inspirations easily.
We gathered a lot of ideas in brainstorming sessions, so it was essential to have a platform that allowed us to share, organize, and just picture our inspiration. It helped us to collect feedback, make early decisions, and form a common idea about what we want to achieve.
With the 3D experience design solutions, we are able to explore a lot of ideas and to find the right alchemy of creativity and technical components.
It all starts with a natural language of sketching in 3D to explore ideas and express creativity with an ultimate gesture-based design paradigm. Working in a unified modeling environment made it easy and efficient to start sculpting the ideas with powerful virtual clay modeling. Iteration loops between creative designer and concept modeler was then smooth to speed up the design convergence. For us, as designers, new generative modeling approach were key to unleash our creativity to explore and generate multiple shape patterns.
In the bleu iX polymorph project, being able to visualize and contextualize a virtual human all along the design process was incredibly useful to design the right experience and reach the perfect design to offer the best consumer experience. Entering in the 21st century, the mobility is now evolving rapidly. Autonomous vehicles, along with electrification and sharing, appear to be the next big change in the field of mobility. This is redefining the way people will live their mobility experience. A new challenge for interior design.
The first and maybe most important step is always inspiration. We wanted to combine an aerospace-inspired sports car with an autonomous driving concept, so we had to think differently. The challenge of our design was to find a fusion of performance and comfort. A feeling of power, but also a place where you could relax. In the end, our choice of materials and colors was driven by exactly this idea. To get there, it is very important to experiment. Be able to test different finishes, surfaces, or even small details like stitches on seats or the steering wheel. A big part of this ideation process is actually playing around, finding that certain something that really hits the essence of our design. We have excellent libraries of materials which allow us to do exactly this. They are physically based, so we can use them in different render modes, and fully procedural, so we are able to create hundreds of different variations in order to find a very single result we are looking for.
The challenge was to bring multiple light sources, direct and indirect ones, into a balanced lighting that is matching perfectly with large HMI displays and the initial material concept. To bring inspirations to life, first ideas have to be communicated to the shape designer. Thanks to Natural Sketch, I was able to draw light strokes directly onto the geometry. Due to constant evolution of the design, working associative and parametric is essential. All modifications on the light guides are immediately visible in the rendering. Aligned to the material designer's concept and in coordination with the HMI designer, a harmonious color palette has been developed and brought to life with renderings and global illumination.
In our daily life, we are surrounded by displays. We find them everywhere in all life situations. We had that in mind for our human-machine interface concept. We started working in 3D very early. Exactly this gave us a very good understanding of position, size and orientation of our screens. It also allowed us to influence the shaping from the very beginning. Despite the fact the initial HMI innovation is driven by the customer's expectation, we began to integrate all disciplines directly from the start. Efficient collaboration is mandatory when it comes to creating a convincing experience. So we used inputs from color and trim and light designers in the whole evolution process of an HMI design. Directly integrating the first HMI sketches into our 3D interior got us a realistic impression of our complete experience.
The point at which our vision becomes visible as a whole, with all its complexity, materials, lighting, and rendered in high quality, that is a very exciting, if not one of the most exciting moments. This is when finally everything comes together. Shape design, materials, interior lighting and HMI. Visualizing our vision in this quality makes design and especially communication of design so much easier. There's less space for interpretation and therefore less space for miscommunication. Because in the end, it is important that everybody shares the same idea of design, the same vision. In the end, design comes down to one very single point, which is we have to make decisions. Fortunately, with CATIA, We have the right tools in place to present our complete ideas with all point of discussions, variations, everything together in one single review session, on desktop, in front of a presentation screen, or even in VR. Jumping between viewpoints, configurations, or even animations. Capturing decisions for future sessions, creating packages, or generating images.
The 3Experience platform allowed us to collaborate on live data at any time. Thanks to this, we were able to review the entire design in one single experience.
It's not just watching a design, it's more than that. It's experiencing.